very enthusiastic about recording more 10 episodes. These will be very, very interesting. Go live. We are online on Instagram, YouTube. Hope you guys enjoy this show and enjoy your trip. Bon voyage. Okay. How to cure sleep with good habits. Let's go. Hello and welcome to one more episode of Free Thoughts. Enjoy your trip. How to cure sleep with good habits. Habits and sleep for me are two very tight things because with one we can cure another. Of course, habits dictate a lot of our sleep. If I have the bad habit of scrolling infinitely on my phone while on my bed, well, that will affect my sleep for sure. It is stimulating me a lot. And if I fall asleep, well, maybe it's because of exhaustion. So, how to cure sleep? These are some good tips that you can apply, some good habits you can create. And these habits are 1 up to 2 hours before going to bed, start to turn off from stimulating activities. For example, if I have work that requires a lot of physical exercise that activates me a lot my physiological system, that activates and stimulates a lot my brain, well, maybe I can schedule it for tomorrow, or maybe I do it earlier in the day. Because if we do right before we go to sleep, we are activating our body, we are stimulating us, our brain, so that will impact our sleep. Because if you are stimulating our brain scrolling on Instagram, scrolling on social media, well, that is not very beneficial to us because we are stimulating ourselves and at the same time we are getting blue light from our phones, which inhibits the production of melatonin, which is a hormone that impacts our sleep. And when it's time to sleep, you are supposed to be producing lots of melatonin. Okay. And during the day, well, visually speaking, we should have zero or lower melatonin. So these things will impact your sleep. As we have an internal biological system, an internal biological clock that regulates our sleep, we should play with it and add on top of that the habit of going to the bed at the same time and also wake up at the same time, idealistically. These are some good habits to your sleep. So go to the bed at the same time, wake up at the same time, and 1 to 2 hours before, stop distracting yourself from very stimulating activities, as those will impact your sleep because you will be more awakened because of the stimulation you got on your brain. Also, one very interesting thing to know, it is the fact that we can use sun when we wake up to regulate our internal biological clock and to inhibit the production of melatonin. So when we wake up, we pick up some light and we are telling our brain, hey, it's day, please inhibit the production of melatonin and let's wake up. And that also helps to regulate our internal biological clock. Because, if you don't know, we have an internal biological clock that also has the duration up to 24 hours. And it also has the time to sleep. And that's why we should go to sleep at the same hour and wake up at the same hour. Because that does not change instantly like a digital clock. No, it's more like an old one. Theoretically, according to the book Matthew Walker, this biological clock adapts 1 hour per day if we are on a completely different time zone because of traveling, for example. So, my first final tip to add this as an automatization or habit, it is to, well, add some rules on your phone or computer. For example, you can activate a schedule so when it gets to 9 p.m., it will turn your screen black and white and turn the blue light emission to yellow light. As blue light emission, it inhibits the production of melatonin. The same for computer. I use Windows and I know they have similar stuff. When it goes to 9 o'clock, my screen just turns yellow. And even though at the first time it's a little bit shocking the difference of colors, with time, and I believe it's not that much, you will get habituated on, and your sleep will say thank you. Those are my suggestions of habits for today to cure your sleep, and I hope it is useful. If you are interested in dominating your behavior and learning more about psychology, please consider entering on my educational platform School for Adults, which you can learn more of these tips and have an in-depth knowledge of your behavior. Master it. And the best part, you have 15 days to test. If you are not full satisfied, money back. As always, thank you, and if you are interested, please contemplate the option to buy my recentest book, How to Create the Second Brain, The Secret to 21st Century. This is the Portuguese version, but the English version is already available too on Amazon, on United States, London, almost around all countries in the world, or Amazons at least. As always, good luck. Okay, that was really nice. I liked it. It was very, very cool and interesting. Let's go to the next one and just fix this thing right here. Okay. Hello and welcome. Okay. Hello and welcome to one more episode of Free Thoughts. Enjoy your trip. How to have better relationships. We can increase the chances of having better relationships with more positive emotion. And one direction to that it is to create better habits well in relationship. And for that, you can create the simple habit of oh sorry, I'm expecting a call. I have to pick up. Okay, let's continue. Urgent call. Had to be available for this one, boy. Sometimes there is no other chance. Okay, but I can give you some context because I'm really curious. I'm really enthusiastic to get your feedback because here in Portugal, I am going to make a show in September from my career transitioning. It is called From Mamado to Intellectual. It is a comedy show that I'm going to do that I think it will be very, very interesting with my Portuguese community. So that was a very important call for me, at least. So, guys, are you ready to continue? I hope so. I hope so. Let's go. No time to waste and lose. Hello, and welcome to one more episode of Free Thoughts. Enjoy your trip. How to have better relationships. Relationships are one of the most fundamental aspects of our lives in the sense that with them we are very vulnerable and also they can impact a lot our lives, how we feel, what we do, how we do things. So I believe one very important thing it is to have good habits in the relationship. If it is with friends, family, or boyfriend, or married couple. So a good healthy habit that I practice and suggest people it is to get the habit of before you're going to sleep send a message to people you like saying that you love them or you like them and maybe why. I do this at my house. If I don't send a text message, I just right before I go to sleep go to their bed because they are or because my father and mother normally are watching TV, and I just go to near them and I say, "Thanks, Dad. I love you." Kiss, kiss. Boom. Done. Same to my mother, same to my sister, same to my brother, and I really feel and know that this improved a lot of our relationship. And I suggest you do the same. More positive emotion. With how much frequency do you say to your spouse, "I love you" or "I appreciate you"? And why? I think this can be very beneficial to improve positive emotion and to feel connected with other person. Because lots of times the other person, well, knows that we love them, but we always should remember to feel the emotion. And because it will improve our bonding, right? Who doesn't like to say, like to get the message saying, "I love you"? Who doesn't like that? "I like you." It's amazing. And it's sharing love, and love can cure. So instead of just having the habit of this having discussions, maybe also add the habit of adding more positive emotion with saying "I love you." And as from personal experience, in the beginning can be a little bit awkward and maybe even so not so much genuine. Because what the hell? Again, you already told me yesterday, or well, who knows which excuse people will give or what to say. But this is true for lots of people. It can be seen as not very genuine or what the hell are you doing? But as time goes by and as you repeat from personal experience, that will be more natural, and it can be part of your routine, especially if you do it with a good intent. So that is a good habit to have more positive emotion. And let me tell you, when you have good positive habits on your relationships, it's like a good spiral. Positive emotion, and it is better and better and better and better and better. And you notice that, well, maybe your spouse doesn't bother you so much because of some little thing on the kitchen that you left over. For example, the sponge to wash the dishes, you let just they are thrown away on the kitchen sink. Maybe that doesn't bother your partner anymore, because when you have more positive emotion, those little things doesn't bother that much. Well, because you are cool and happy, you are full satisfied with your needs. So I think this is very interesting to look at. And if you want to add more habits to the relationship, you can look at linguistic habits. what are the linguistic patterns? Is for you to say, yes, I like you, but when you can replace for yes, I like you. And babe, you know that situation. I got a little bit uncomfortable when I heard that because that doesn't make me feel good. Because when I was a child, a lot better way of communicating. Habits. We picked up these linguistic habits from our father, sister, whatever it is, the environment, and we can fix them, improving our habits. And to help you change your habits and maintain them along the time, you can build a second brain. I've built a second brain, or what I call a second brain, more for a psychological second brain. Sometimes I just say it when I'm talking to friends. I don't put it on that way on my book, on my physical book, but I tell it is how to create the second brain, the secret to 21st century, a method to organize your behaviors and a backup of your nervous system, who you are truly. So you are more resistant to influence of your environment. And as Marisabel says, for those that are willing to transform their lives, this is a really interesting book to insert new rules and to maintain those rules actualized and updated in your life. So I believe it's an interesting reflection and suggestion of habits you should create. And also, I have an educational platform called School for Adults, which is everything that an adult should know about their psyche and behavior to master, well, their behavior, their own psyche, and have better quality of life. Well, for now, I just can recommend you to acquire my recentest book, How to Create the Second Brain, The Secret to 21st Century, available on Amazon. Links on the description. As always, thank you. Interesting recording, huh? Loved it, man. Loved it. Okay, let's proceed. Today, am I supposed to record 10 videos? So let's go. 2 videos are made, only 8 left. Let's go. Hello and welcome to one more episode of Free Thoughts. Enjoy your trip. How to win more confidence. I would suggest you a habit that will make you win more confidence. A lot. You won't even believe it. Which is the habit of looking to uncomfortable things when you detect them and building a habit of facing them. Can you imagine if when you are preparing for some person that you can potentially meet and get an opportunity to give a pitch or a presentation to them, and before you expected you find the person on the street, oh my god, I have the opportunity to go there and talk to him and present myself, but you are uncomfortable because you didn't prepare enough. But guess what? Perfect habit to acquire. When you feel uncomfortable, you go any fucking way, and boom, I will promise that you will get a lot more confidence. At least the probabilities will increase. Why? Well, you are embracing a discomfort, challenge situation, and well, you will survive definitely. And even though you have the huge potential to get that pitch, that opportunity that you want, you can always still fail on the approach and you well get the no, or maybe next time, because you always have second opportunities. So now, well, you have had an experiences that you can learn and look at that experiences and what can I do better next time. And as a habit, you repeat it frequently, well, you will get better and better and better and stronger and stronger and stronger. I learned it on the university as I'm a psychology student that fears, when we don't face them, they tend to grow bigger and get stronger. So if every time we see that little afraidness, that little uncomfortable, we go away, that can be reinforced and the fear can get bigger and bigger and bigger. Why? Because we are confirming to our brain that yes, fear, run, fear, run. And that can get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. The opposite happens. When you face it, well, the fear gets smaller, 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 and you get stronger and stronger and stronger. Consider that habit to master it, and it definitely will help you a lot. I promise. Or at least the chances of helping you and you getting better, well, it will increase for sure. For that, and to document your experiences on embracing this new habit of embracing the discomfort and, well, getting new opportunities and experiences and growth, please, not please, just consider if you want to get more in depth on your personal development, to acquire my recentest book, How to Create the Second Brain, The Secret to 21st Century. It's available on Amazon, links in the description. And I want also tell you that you have my educational platform, School for Adults, that have everything you need to know about your psyche and behavior, so you can master it and improve your quality of life. It is cheap, and after 15 days, if you are not full satisfied, money back for you. That's it for today. As always, thank you and good luck. I like this one, man. I liked every single one of them, actually. Okay, let's continue with this, boys. I'm just checking the volume. Okay. Yeah, we are good. Okay, let's proceed to the next video, which is how to get more motivation. This is also very interesting. Hello and welcome to one more episode of Free Thoughts. Enjoy your trip. How to get more motivation. An excellent habit for you to apply when you don't have motivation, it is to start small. So small that you cannot say, I won't do it. For example, instead of thinking, oh, I have to do 30 minutes of studying, 30 minutes of working, you can ask this simple question, a little habit. What is the minimum that I can do? 1 minute? Just one little task? What is the minimum that I can do? And on this way, well, you are in a path forward to make the job, the work, the study that you have to do. And also, well, you are opening a small tiny window that you can enter, and then boom, you enter in the flow of state. Well, now that I'm here doing this for 1 minute, I will extend up to 2 minutes. I will extend up to 5 minutes. And God knows how much more minutes I will extend the task. So it is a nice little tool that you can add up to your repertoire, or this little habit. What is the minimum that I can do? And boom, magic happens. It can serve for any goddamn task that you have to do. And yeah, that's a good, excellent habit that you can apply. One more excellent habit that you can apply, it is to visualize before, for example, or at the time, why you are doing that. It is because you want to be a good father, you want to sustain your house, because you need to pay the bills to sustain your family, to help your family. It is because it will get you more closer to your career. It is because it will help you to get better and more knowledgeable about some topic. Use that and visualize your reasons. I'm pretty sure that this can help. Also, if you want, but I didn't say this, you can also use this to negative things. If you think on what will happen if you don't study, if you don't do the work, that can also serve as a motivator. And one more, and the final habit, it is to visualize your results. Visualize what you will have for doing what you will going to do. The work done and the boss saying, "Good job, John." The monthly check at the end of the month. The money that you will get after doing the job. Oh, well, whatever benefits you will have. It can be, well, also you feeling and seeing yourself more knowledgeable. Just look, visualize, and see the results you will have from the meeting, from the job, from the work that you will get. And, well, you are focusing on your attention to a thing that will motivate you more, or at least will improve the chances for you wanting to do that, especially when you have that to the habit of, well, what is the minimum that I can do? Yeah, that's it. And if you want to learn to create good habits, I have the perfect school for you. School for Adults, an educational platform that helps you master your psyche and behavior. Also, please consider to buy my book, How to Create the Second Brain, The Secret to 21st Century, available on Amazon. Links on the description. And it can help you a lot to solidify these habits and your experiences. As always, good luck. Hello, Ballers. What's up? Welcome to the stream, bro. Today I am recording the videos that I will post soon on YouTube, so I hope you enjoy the behind the scenes. We recorded 3 videos so far. I'm going to the 4th. Hello and welcome to one more episode of Free Thoughts. Enjoy your trip. Today I will teach you the secret to have a more positive mindset and to have a more resilient mindset. Some little habits that you can use to increase the chances of you having more of this type of mindset. And one little tiny habit that can help you having a more positive mindset, it is to, at the end of the day, just reflect and see which positive things have you done throughout the day. It can be positive things that you have done for people, to people, simple acts that you have seen that make you positive about the world or feeling good. So, for example, somebody gave you a coffee, somebody said, "You can pass, please, on my front." And, well, you can see and notice those little small things. And also, which challenges have you surpassed during the day? Even if those are small, even if those are small steps. For example, well, I had a little bit of an uncomfortable situation, but man, I found a solution. Boom. It can be in the day, in the past, just something that will help you to believe and shift your perception to be more attentive to those types of things. Positive things or things that will get you to be more resilient. Also, you can add to this little topic future challenges that you will have or can have and how you can fix them. Like equipping yourself with scenarios that can happen and how you could fix them. With this mindset and habits, when you are on those specific types and situations, you already will have some paths that you can follow to solve those problems. And, well, I think I can have one more little thing, which is the habit of asking at the end of the day or even throughout the day, what can I do to improve this situation? And let me tell you, at the first time, it can be more harder to get some answers because it is something that you are not a bit waited to ask what I can do to improve the situation. I don't know, man, what the hell? But I promise you, with time, you will find more and more solutions for this question. Even though things are good, you can make them even better. The meeting is going great, perfect. And how can I make this better? Can I offer one more coffee? A coffee? Can I offer some donuts? Whatever you think it is good. Just as example. And well, these throughout the day can be really, really interesting to apply. And also at the end of the day, if you want to reflect, what could I have done better or what can I do better next time? I think these are some interesting habits for you to apply or just test it out, and you can put these in practice and explore a little bit some of the answers that you can get from your own mind or watching my videos, creating your second brain, which I've done a book on the topic, how to create a second brain, the secret to 21 first century, which is available on Amazon. Links on the description. Also, if you want to get more knowledgeable about how to create habits and go in more depth about your knowledge to master your psyche and learn more about behavior, please check down my educational platform School for Adults, which you can use for 15 days, and if you are not satisfied, money back. Thank you, and as always, good luck. Nice video. Okay. One more done. Yes. Let's go to the next video. One more done. Yes. Let's go to the next video. One more done. Yes. Let's go to the next video. Okay. Hello and welcome to one more episode of Free Thoughts. Enjoy your trip. How to better my personal finances. There's lots of habits to improve your finances, but I will start as one of the beginnings that we can start on, which is the habit just to write down our expenses and our income. And one thing that can be really helpful for who is on those transition phase that maybe I do that, maybe I don't, I'm not sure, it's really hard, or maybe for those that are entering on the zone of writing down and registering their income and expenses, but are like, it's a little bit boring. I have a nice tip for you, which is if it is being too hard for you to do that, go from monthly, as lots of people do, to weekly. Because when we are writing down our expenses and income weekly, well, we have a more reduced list of things that you are registering on your app, which I'm going to talk about soon, or sheet. And as you are noting less items, well, it is less stressful. And on top of that, it will give you more time to organize and see how you are going to categorize certain types of expenses. Is some, how's the name in English? Is some type of washing liquid part of domestic expenses, or you will categorize it with other name? These questions can pop up and be a little bit confusing and struggling in the beginning. So start weekly, start small, and as repetition goes by, it will be easier and easier and easier to note your expenses and you organize your personal finances. Also, one more automatization among others that I am suggesting you. It is, for example, on certain apps like Revolut, and I'm pretty sure the app you use or the bank use probably has some type of similar stuff. It is to monthly or weekly, whatever you decide and prefer, to send money to a sub account that you have destined to be an emergency funding, or to pay the insurance, or to pay the house, or just savings in general, or buy a car. So with this automatization, you can be more rest assured that your money it is going to the right place, and you don't even have to think about it, just going through life, and money is going to the right direction. So when the time comes, you have the money organized and sufficient money for you to buy and do whatever you want. Okay, the Revolut app is the one I use and it works. I will give a link on the description, and I think it is very useful because on top of this you will also, well, see the remaining money you have on your Revolut account or your bank account, and you know that money you can spend. And Revolut is the one I use, and it's very easy. Okay. Also, one more interesting thing to add to the conversation, it is that normally lots of platforms, or even all of them, they add the option of automatizing money transfers or money purchasing or money investing. I'm sorry, that's a more approximate sentence to what I want to tell you. For example, eToro, Binance, DeGiro, and others, they have these automatizations. For example, every single week I want 100 euros to be being purchased of whatever it is, the asset that you want to buy. With this, you are automatizing everything, and you are not wasting mental energy, which is one of the facts that we want to create habits, to be more present in the moment and enjoy life. When we build good habits, we don't have to think a lot, and we just have to go through life as a normal person, living your life and, well, feeling good and fresh and fine. Okay, I think that's all. That's all that I have for you today. Let me just add that if you want to go in depth to know more about habits and master your behavior, knowing everything that is about to know about your psyche, well, then I invite you to enter on my platform, School for Adults, where you have everything to master your behavior. And you have 15 days to test. Not satisfied? Money back. As always, good luck. Links in the description. Hello and welcome to one more episode of Free Thoughts. Enjoy your trip. How to meditate regularly. Meditation is very beneficial for every single of us. It helps us to grab us the present moment and just to be here in the now, without navigating on the space or with the head on the moon, as we like to say in Portugal. And with this, your actions can flow more naturally and your anxiety can be reduced, and also can help in depression and a lot of other benefits, also including structural benefits on your brain. So, how to meditate regularly? Let me give you some tips and advices. So, you can set up a place, a time, and how much time you are going to meditate. With this, it will be more clear to your brain when, how, and during how much time you are going to do it. And now you just have to meditate. But how to meditate? Well, you have lots of apps that can help you with that. The one I recommend, it is from Sam Harris. The app called Waking Up. It is the best app I know for meditation. It is very educational one as well. It is from the professor Sam Harris from North America and the philosopher as well. And he brings some of his colleagues, philosophers and other teachers to do some guided meditations with some interesting insights that he can give to you. On top of this, well, I just can tell you that you can also put some reminders on the phone so the phone can ring throughout the day and you know it's time to meditate. This is called formal meditation, which is a time and space that you choose just to be present. Refocusing again on your sensations, on your visual environment, and just be here. The thoughts comes and you just refocus again to what's in front of you, or the tingling in your fingers, or whatever you want to focus on. And I think this is very educational and interesting for you to apply. So now, if you want to know more about creating habits and dominating your psyche, I invite you to enter on my platform, School for Adults, where you learn everything you have to know to dominate your psyche. Also, consider buying my most recent book, How to Create the Second Brain, The Secret to 21 First Century, available on Amazon. Links in the description. Thank you so much, and as always, good luck. Hello and welcome to one more episode of Free Thoughts. Enjoy your trip. How, not how, an efficient strategy to lose weight. When we talk about eating, we talk about in the potential, with the potential downside that it can come with it. When in excess, it can make us win weight. So, how can we tackle this situation and eradicate this weight that we can gain from eating what we don't want to eat? Well, here is the secret. You can just do an analysis of your physical environment, even digital environment, to see which cues you have that trigger the craving to buy the donut, to buy the thing that you want to eat. And that can take some time, as sometimes it's not very obvious at the first sight. So you can use your second brain to help you with that as time goes by. Because even though you can detect one stimulus today, tomorrow, if you continue to think, you can detect another one. And as you go throughout the day, just by paying attention and having the intention to pick up which things can be a trigger for you to eat, well, you will be detecting more and more and more. Maybe even triggers you are not expecting. For example, things on your phone, posts on Instagram. And now guess what? The best part. You eliminate the trigger. You eliminate the cue. So now you don't have food on your house that, well, maybe you do not have to eat. For example, donuts, cookies, everything that is not good and beneficial for you to eat, well, just eradicate from the house. Some post on Instagram that it can be a triggering for you from some person that usually posts those types of posts, well, maybe unfollow. Now you are removing from your environment the cues that make you want to buy certain foods or eat certain foods. But how to sustain that behavior, and how I cannot have food on my house? Let me help you again. Well, you can make a precise list of only things that you are going to need on your house. And you can even make a contract with yourself. I won't buy nothing more than just what is on the list, and I will be very focused on that. So now you just do that. And as you train, it will be more easier and easier and easier to follow the list. and to not buy anything that you don't need. So everything that is behavior of just going around the shopping, going on autopilot to see what's in discount to buy or which chocolates there's out there, well, you don't do that anymore because you are focused just on the list. And one trick that worked for me, if I detect or feel when I'm on the shopping that I need something that it isn't on the list, well, I still don't buy it because it is a contract. I cannot break the contract. And if I break, well, it can be the small gateway to then making huge exceptions because it's an exception. And you when break up one rule, well, you are more prone to break more rules because like I already break one, why not another, and then it goes. So I think that's a good trick to share with you. No exceptions. If it is really needed, just write a note for next time, go home, put the things on your, we say dispensa here in Portugal, and well, then come back to buy if it is really needed. Or maybe another day if it's not something urgent. So just to you create this new habit of just shopping what you want to shop. And your second brain helps you to fortify this habit, writing your experiences and how you are going throughout this new challenging time of creating this new habit of just buying whatever you need and should buy. My book is available on Amazon, links on the description, and let me share with you also my educational platform called School for Adults, which is an educational platform on everything you need to know about your human behavior so you can master it. You have 15 days to use. If you are not happy, money back. Thank you a lot. And as always, good luck. Welcome to one more episode of Hello and welcome to one more episode of Free Thoughts. Enjoy your trip. So, how to reduce the excess eating at home. Some small little trick based on nudge psychology. So, one little trick that we can use to not eat in excess during our meals, it is, for example, to use smaller plates. Because if I have a bigger plate, a huge big plate, I am more prone to put more food because it's like, man, I 2 spoons full of food and it's just this little bit on this big huge dish. I will put some more. It's even a little bit embarrassing. It seems seeming that I only put a little bit of food. I experienced this yesterday where I was having dinner in the house of my friend and the plates were so huge that I was like, I put the two good spoons of food. I was like, oh, it seems so little. And here in Portugal, we have a lot that culture of, come on, eat another plate. Let's go, eat. You are growing, man. Come on, you will only eat. You will only going to eat that. So we have that culture of eating in excess or eating as a good thing. Eat, it will be good for you. Let's go and have your stomach full. Ah. So you buying smaller plates, you are changing the perception about the quantity of food that you put on your plate. So now maybe with just 1.5 spoons, the plate is already full, or it gives you that perception. So you insert less food on the plate, and well, you reduce a little bit of your eating, and that's a little nice pattern that you can enter that is automatized. So the next secret it is to define prior to going to the dinner or lunch how much you are going to eat. How much you are going to eat or putting in the plate. So for example, I am just going to eat until I feel comfortable slash satisfied. So just putting out the intention, it can give you more proneness to be paying attention of when you feel satisfied with your eating. Because sometimes we are on autopilot, we are just eating, 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 and when we notice ourselves, we are just, oh, I eat too much, man. So putting the intention of just, I'm going to only eat a plate. Boom. You eat a plate, it's done. I'm going only to eat until I start to feel I'm satisfied. You start to feel you are satisfied, boom, you're done. Just stop eating. Or, there you go, how much you are going to put on your plate. 1 spoon of food, 2 spoons of food, 3 spoons of food, and let me prepare for the reality. There is a chance of you not being able to accomplish this task. So, what's the secret? It is to continue, because even though you may not surpass that compulsiveness to eat a little bit more, you are training yourself to be more attentive to when you feel full. And that is a path forward to stop eating when you should. Also, in terms of quantity, it's the same. You are getting more experiences and knowledge of when you feel really satisfied when you are eating, so you don't add any access to your food. I believe this can be really interesting to explore, and the perfect quantities, the perfect quantities, the perfect time to stop eating. You can write down these experiences so you find the perfect balance, and you can get very helpful insights and write your experiences on the second brain. I help you creating your second brain to organize your behavior patterns on my recentest book, How to Create a Second Brain, The Secret to 21st Century, available on Amazon, and links on the description. Also, if you want to learn to create new good habits or destroy very bad habits, please consider enter on my educational platform called School for Adults. You have 15 days to explore. Not satisfied? Money back. Thank you so much. As always, good luck. Hello and welcome to one more episode of Free Thoughts. Enjoy your trip. A strategy to sleep better. A good strategy and habit for you to sleep better, it's the following one. And it will be more interesting and more interesting as I talk. When you enter on your bedroom to sleep, make sure before you go to your bed that everything is blackout. No light coming out. You can buy some blackouts to put near the window, and make sure there is no light coming in. So you close everything that can potentially make light coming in sooner or later. On top of this, you can buy an eye blending, not eye blending, an eye tapping. I'm not remembering the name right now, but it's you please put on the description, on the comments, the name of the thing that I am talking, because I know you know. Eye tapping, eye blending, no, but blindness, eye blinding, something like that. And that will help you to sleep better, as you don't have any stimulus coming in that can make you potentially sleep less better, or wake up or go less in depth on your sleep, as light can inhibit the production of melatonin. So the best second trip, or the best trick now to help you bettering your sleep, it is to, if you are not sleeping on your bed 15 up to 30 minutes after you went to bed, please get out of bed and go to another place on your house, another room, go to another activity, not on the bed, just another place on your house that you are doing something that idealistically it makes you more relaxed, so you can fall asleep more faster. or get you sleepy. That's objective, to get you sleepy. It can be meditation, a small pleasurable reading, but it's not too exciting or that doesn't make you wake up a lot. It can be listening to some music that is soft, something that it can have the potential to make you more sleepy. And then when you are sleepy, go to the bed. Just do this on infinite looping. When you feel prone to sleep, go to the bed. 15 to 30 minutes without sleep, go to another room. Do this on loop. And the best part, it is you only do this in bed. Sex and sleep. Phone on other parts of the house, television on other parts of the house, but not in bed. Because bed, it's only for sleep and sex. Specialists say and recommend this because if you also do Instagram, television on your bed, your brain it kind of doesn't know what it should do on bed. Bed it is for seeing Instagram, problem solving, it is to what? So when your brain knows that the bed is only for one function, or in this case two functions max, it is more easier for you to fall asleep. Because your brain knows if it's bed, it's time to sleep. And it will associate the context of going to bed with sleep. Because our brains and behavior work also in contexts. Have you ever felt the experiences of going to some place that you really live there for a long time, and then you weren't there for a long time, and you went and you almost feel like some habits or certain types of behavior coming again? Well, it is because of that context, association, habits, and patterns of behavior. You can see this everywhere. Just apply this to bed. If you want to know more about human behavior and master your psyche, I invite you to enter on my educational platform called School for Adults. 15 days to experience, if you don't like, money back. Thank you so much. Please consider buying my recentest book, How to Create a Second Brain, The Secret to 21st Century, available on Amazon. Links on the description. Buy right now. As always, good luck. Hello and welcome to one more episode of Free Thoughts. Enjoy your trip. A strategy to improve your relationships. Our relationships are crucial in our lives. And when we can add up more positive emotion, they can thrill a lot more than if they have negative emotions associated with it. Having the habit of discussing every little thing and small details is not very helpful. So it is more interesting to have more positive habits to improve more positive emotion, so some small little things and details doesn't matter. How can you do this? You can just create a habit of inserting a weekly activity for both that you both will like and enjoy. So, for example, if both like to go into the cinema watching a movie, let's go to the cinema and watch a movie. If you both like to go to the beach, you go to the beach and enjoy your time. And make sure, please, that right before you go out of home, to ask yourself, which is my intention for today? Please make sure that it is something around having fun or having a good time with my partner. Maybe having fun is a good one. Or just to enjoy the time however I can and look for that. That can be really powerful and changing because intention matters. And sometimes we are behaving with some intention that we do not know, because we have unconscious biases and unconscious behaviors that can be driving us that we don't know, and they can be bad. Even though we say, no, no, that's not my intention, they can be living there. Okay, so I recommend these activities that give positive emotion to both, and do that regularly. Okay, so we have habits that bring more positive emotion, and in my perspective, everything is habits and patterns. So make sure you use them well in your advantage. Okay, and if you want to master more your behavior, please check my educational platform School for Adults, where you have everything to master your behavior. Thank you, as always. Good luck. Hello and welcome to one more episode of Free Thoughts. Enjoy your trip. How to be more intelligent. Everybody wants to be more intelligent, right? Who doesn't want to be the smartest person in the room? Who doesn't want to be the most intelligent guy? Come on, I know you want. I know I want to be more intelligent. So I'll tell you what I do to be more intelligent. One really exciting habit that you can start applying right now, which it is, after you doing something that is good and gave results, you can, on your second brain, look back and ask, how could I have solved that problem even better? Because sometimes we are solving problems in a way that it is practical and give results, but we could solve the problem in a way that could give even more bigger results. So how could I have done this in a better way? You know, sometimes we don't get an answer right away, but as time goes by and as we have different perspectives, an answer will come, I promise you. Also, today you can see my videos to get inspired on, and also you can check artificial intelligence, because she definitely will have a lots of ways for you to respond or reply to a challenge in a more better way. Suggestions has, now it's up to you to filter. And sometimes we can think that no, there is no better way of solving that problem. Please consider that it is. We are always innovating, so we can also innovate on our behavior, okay, on our psyche, which is my purpose with my recentest book, How to Create a Second Brain: The Secret to 21st Century, by right now on Amazon. Okay, I will give you not a personal example, but yes, an example that I think it is cool. Let's say some assistant works in a primary school. From time to time, she sees two boys fighting. Well, she solved the problem by putting herself in front of the child so they could stop fighting. And it solved the problem. But it can and might not be a good problem solving technique long term. Well, because she can get punched in the face if they are too hot, too hot with a fight. So a more intelligent approach could be, for example, picking up a stimulus that is so high and strong that there is no possible way that people could do anything but just to look and distract themselves from the fight, so they will stop. For example, just having a horn, I believe that's the right word, a horn, for example, that you do, and that does lots of noise. So the persons will just redirect their attention to, the hell is this, a horn? Something that is really impossible for people to do not look at. If you don't have a horn and you still want to apply this outside of a school, for example, and you want to stop fights, but maybe not wanting to put always in front of the persons, you can opt for this tactic, which is scream. Scream, put some light, some really high, loud sound, or whatever you think it's the best. When think, I can assure you, there is always a better way to solve our problems. We are good because we solve the problem. That's nice. But a way to get more intelligent, it is to reflect, how could I have done that even better? As you have more knowledge about human behavior, you will get more creative and know more on variables that will help you reach the objective you want with human behavior. In this case, to stop the fight. And if you want the best place to that, it is the channel and plus my educational platform called School for Adults, which is very cheap to enter and you can test during 15 days. If you don't like, money back. So it's only pearls. Also, make sure to check out my recentest book, How to Create a Second Brain, The Secret to 21st Century. It's available on Amazon and links in the description. For now, let me just say thank you for your interest in personal development content and in me, my channel. As always, good luck. Perfect, boys. Loved recording these 10 videos. Now it's time to go. I have things to do, podcasts to prepare. Thank you so much and good luck, boys. Make sure to check out, you already know the deal. Books, educational platform. Let's go.